And with that, hello you beautiful people.
Where'd the elevator go?
And welcome back to Let's Play Alan Wake 2, the Lake House DLC, or episode it is. The elevator's gone, and we are on... oh boy, hello. In the next level, and we already see a couple of, well, one dead body. And I already see friendlies. That's good, right? I know that they are not friendlies, I like to call them friendlies. Alright, I was hoping for ammunition. However, I can actually hope to find ammunition on the, or in the restroom, on the toilet. Well, that's my logic, man. Can't find everything everywhere. Hello, lady.
Well, there's the elevator. How do I get in? Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Good. I guess, and I'm taking a very wild guess, we are gonna need to unlock the lockdown, right? Let's see. We are gonna find out if we are gonna have a pattern of 3 again.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick. Need a higher clearance keycard.
Alright, reading. Initial review, Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar to in content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in the actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concept he has to write about the lake house, the shadow? We need him to match Wake's style exactly. Why? Okay, because of research, right? It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. And I guess it's gonna continue here, right? No. Assignment, continue the story from page or to match the tone, style and content of or AW to as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one, a line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he started out through the lakeside cottage windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite desk chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed a bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring. His mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give him space to reconnect to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass, the sort of thing you only notice if you are looking for it. He felt like he has seen something like this before, but where? Jules. Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door to his wife.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
Oh wait, that's not gonna be the password, right? I mean, I would welcome that. Okay, let me guess, and that's... Okay, we can... I thought that we might lift the lockdown here. We can have weekly gossip calls. Promise. He really did that? Diana is gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night, and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told me they went missing. Crazy stuff. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me here all alone? Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. Okay, missing. Yeah, and the other ones we already had. Okay. Okay, retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. Tamitha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamitha, but theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire. If the opportunity arises, under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Signed. Good doctor. Okay, subject writing must feature darkness, water, Marmont, Jules and Diana, the lake house and conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him? Well, that's a hell of a good question, right? Okay, we have someone to talk to in a second. After we have looked around. Because I'm quite certain I have not been here yet. Okay, wall removal and transport locations upload 2 lanes. Cell ordered by Marmot. Jules. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sub-level 5 for analysis. Urgency high. Tools required. It's not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Additional details important. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged.
I wonder what happened here.
Ah, and that's the concrete wall. I see.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
Well, thanks, Alan. Okay. Middle, right, left, right. That's the order. Subject. Condition report. Background information. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline over the past several months. Initially, his presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude towards art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it's completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscape, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether this sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing, or source of genuine artist's interest is unknown. Current situation: as of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore or wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate that this is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Actions be taken. Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of whatever drug be introduced in the subject's food to cure his whatever. If the subject's attitude does not improve, the low doses of will be introduced in order to prove his compliance.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty.
Rudolph, now, you love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump.
No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave.
Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that.
No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint.
Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Alright, before we speak to the dude in the other concrete bunker thingy, I know what's gonna happen. We are not able to enter any room here, which is on the other hand quite good. Just want to have a quick check. Understand. Oh boy, hello. That was neatly done, right? Nice, and that is the safe room. That's amazing. And that is empty. That is sad. And that can't be opened. I have to accept. But guys, that is then actually already gonna bring us to the end of today's episode, and you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.